All right, we can start.
We can start. You ready?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm gonna ask you the same question again. Like I'm sure you'd agree when you posit some immoral rule, something that's impermissible. You agree that like you'd have to give an argument for that because by default
No.
you'd agree that things should be. You don't think you have to give an argument?
No, I think we should understand if something's permissible and impermissible based on how
Christ.
it adheres with our general principles.
So you don't think you should have to give an argument for why your position's true?
That's not what I said.
I'm asking you, do you think you have to give an argument for why your position is true? And you said no.
No, that was relative to if I didn't do that, then it'll be considered permissible. That's why I said no to.
No, that's not what I said. I asked you, do you think you should have to give an argument when you argue that something is impermissible?
You can already change what you said, that's fine. But I can just elucidate
on changing what I said. You could just recall this back in your mind. You remember
Yes, I'm recalling what you said, which is what's getting me to say that about you. Yes, that's why I'm saying that. But listen,
this is not like a proper high-level optical move.
God.
This is like you like trying to
it's not trying to be
instead of answering the question.
It's not. It's you're just being disingenuous.
What I'm going to ask you is, why do you think is the case that abortion is something which is impermissible?
Okay, there's two things. So even if I was to lack giving some sort of motivation or reason behind why it would be impermissible, you still need to give some sort of motivation as to why it would be permissible, as you have the pro-choice position, which depends on it. So the reason as to why I think it's impermissible, is because the way it relates to our general principles. So we have these general principles that say that it's impermissible to severely harm a person or to kill a person, and abortion just does those things. It kills and severely harms a person.
So he says it severely harms a person. What I'm going to ask you immediately is just, what's your account of personal identity?
Yeah, so my account of personal identity is just normativity.
Normativity is your account of personal identity?
Yep.
So somebody is a person if and only if normativity?
No. So I can, if you want me to actually just tell you what it is, or at least say what it is.
Yeah, I just asked you, so yeah, you should tell me what it is.
Yeah, you asked me a different question, but yeah, I'll just tell you what it is there. Yeah, so what it is just basically someone's a person, and this is just a sufficient condition, not a necessary condition. The sufficient condition is just that something's a person if it's the sort of thing that should have rationality.
That should have rationality?
Yeah, so it's going to be based on expectancy. It's not some sort of like
morally should or
yeah, no. Probability based. Yeah, likely based. Like typical, likely, or what you'd expect. It doesn't have to be probability based. It could be intuitions based. Like I just expect
probability based.
I did say that, but I said it could also, in addition to that, be intuitions. No, did you just not hear what I said?
Miking. So you said it. You did say probability based. If you we'll talk about this first, and if you think the probability based answer doesn't work, then you can move on to another one. I'd be fine with that. But I want to make sure you agree. I'm hearing what you're saying. You gave a probability based one, right? I'm asking you.
There's a multitude.
Are you done? Okay, can I go? So thank you. So probability based, you said. I'm asking you, okay, so what is the argument for why it's the case that the probability in the case of a zygote is above 50%? What's the evidence for that?
Holy fuck. So it doesn't have to be, so like there's two things about this. I didn't just say it's probability based. That would just be one of the things that could constitute having this sufficient condition.
Which one does for the zygote?
But it doesn't just have to be the zygote. So the zygote is just going to be of a defective state of the humans. That's why it's the sort of thing. So it's going to be in the same sort of a human. This isn't gibberish. It's literally something aligned with literature. This argument is literally you're retarded. You just didn't understand the position initially. That wasn't even a stutter. What the fuck? But yeah, you just didn't understand the position initially.
Don't get emotional.
Hold on. Could you not interrupt? Could you not interrupt?
You're interrupting.
Could you not interrupt? No, I interrupted your interruption because I wanted to speak. Like, what the fuck? That's what people do.
You wanted to speak, I'm gonna continue. So you interrupted.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, bro, this is like already bad. Like, you're already misdirected. I'm not even spazzing. This is retarded. So I'm just gonna finish what I was saying.
Go ahead.
Yeah, because you already misdirected the argument. So basically, what I was saying was that it has to be the sort of thing, and I'm saying the zygote isn't gonna be a distinct thing from a human. It's just in a less desirable state or a worse state that's predisposed to not have rationality, but it's still the same sort of thing that should have rationality. So, which is a human.
Okay, so a zygote should have rationality, and by should there you mean what?
It's expected. It could be typical. It could be likely.
Expected. Do you expect the zygote has rationality?
Nope, that's not what I said.
Okay, is it typical for zygotes to have rationality?
That's not what I'm saying, bro. Oh my god.
Answer my question. I didn't ask you if it was what you're saying. We're going through your conditions. Is it typical for zygotes to have rationality?
Nope, that's not the argument, bro. Like, you just.
Is it likely for zygotes to have rationality?
Holy fuck! Like, oh my god. Is it
likely for zygotes to have rationality?
Why did you just already concede this debate?
Is it likely for zygotes to
have rationality? Do you understand why I just asked that question? Sinthe, do you understand why I just asked that question?
Do you have an answer?
The reason why I asked that question is because you're asking questions that are informative to the conversation. So I'm
asking questions that are informative to the conversation? Whoa, really? In a debate? I'm asking questions that are informative to the conversation? Is he dead? I think your audio fucked up, bro. Can anybody else hear the guy? Okay, honestly, pulling your router out of the wall is a smart move. Smart move.
Was I lagging? Wait, what did I lag at?
Terribly. So I'm gonna ask you again.
Relax. You just told me that I lagged. Let me get my argument. Where did I cut out? Relax.
Terrible.
Relax. You're literally not even tracking the conversation.
Clearly relaxed. You're honestly, I sound like
you're obviously not relaxed.
Benzos.
Okay.
I sound like
where did I lag at? I'm just gonna repeat the argument.
And I'm gonna track you back. I'm telling you where you lagged out at. You lagged out at your answer to my question, which is it the case that zygote is likely to have rationality?
Okay, yes, I just need to say this whole thing again. Yeah, so the thing that I said,
yes,
holy fuck, no, I'm saying yeah in the sense that I want to continue what I'm saying. That wasn't actually an answer towards the thing you just said. But I'm saying, bro, this is the reason why you keep on failing these arguments with everyone else is because they're trying to tell you that the questions you're asking them are informative. This is why I'm literally winning the polls right now, bitch. I'm winning polls right now, bitch. But no, I'm gonna say it again. So
is that true? I think last time I checked the polls, you're losing the polls.
I'm literally winning the polls, retard. I don't know why you're saying that.
I don't think so.
You can literally just send a screenshot in chat. You can do this delusion. I can understand the reason why you think you're winning the debate, and the reason why you think you're winning the debate is because you're this delusional. It's the same reason why you're delusional to be winning the polls. You know, in chat, you can clearly see that I'm winning the polls, you fucking retard. So I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna actually refuse you, fucking moron.
Hold on, why'd you remove a vote from the polls?
Wait, you can't do that. You can't get from the top of poll, you fucking retard. You can't remove them, you fucking retard. It's only for emojis. Wait, so that's what you commit to? Wait, Sinthe, that's what you commit to, you fucking moron? Wait, that's what you commit to, you fucking retard? Wait, hold on. Yes, I'm gonna repeat the argument.
Have rationality.
So number one, so why did you concede this debate?
So this is the kind of move you do when you're arguing. No, spaz out and spurg.
Yeah,
you can't really give arguments because what I'm saying.
Do you see why you didn't respond to that question, you fucking retard?
Yeah, I'm ignoring your question. You're right.
Do you see why I ignored it? Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. You just conceded to what I'm saying, you fucking retard.
So I want to make sure it's clear here.
You just agreed to what I'm saying, you fucking retard.
Definition for what it means for something.
You're not even tracking the argument. I think that you can clear it out of the room. You're a fucking retard.
So I'm gonna explain this.
He's not even tracking the argument. It's still applicable to the zygote because the zygote is still part of the sort. You fucking retard.
Your friends still is not overwhelmingly voting in favor of you, even when you're trying to stab.
It doesn't have to be overwhelming. You're already someone that literally invited multiple people. You're a fucking retard. You literally invite multiple people to your service. That's why you did to follow. You literally got people. You got people to rig the poll against follow. You got people to rig the poll against follow. You fucking retard. You got people to rig the vote against your poll. I'm winning 1-9 on polls. You fucking retard. Holy shit. Anyways, don't fuck. Retard, listen, you can't say an argument. Listen, you start talking. Listen, you start.
I'm gonna ask the same question.
I understand you're that terrified of me actually giving an argument, but the only thing that you can do is I'm actually trying to get something towards the argument.
Fucking retard. Right afterwards.
I gave you just avoided another question that I gave you, and you gave the motivation behind avoiding that question was that it's uninformative or irrelevant. That's the same thing I'm saying for your question because it's irrelevant, you fucking retard. I'm saying that the fetus itself is part of a sort, and the sort of thing is the thing that should have this thing, the thing that should be expected, not the zygote or the fetus itself. I'm saying it's part of a sort. So the sort is going to be a human. A human is a sort of thing that should have this. But we can understand that the fetus is in a defected state that's predisposed to lack rationality. The same way that a fucking retard like you, for example, would lack rationality, but we still prescribe them to be a person or ascribe them to be a person because they're the sort of thing that should have rationality, you fucking retard.
Okay, so we're going to go back to the same question again. Is it likely for it to have
Yo.
I can go through without you spazzing why your response was a non-response. So you said that a human is the sort that I'm telling you. A human is the sort that should have rationality. Your definition of should, to say something should have rationality, you said that something should have rationality if it's the case that it's either likely, expected, and you give one other qualification, which is basically just a synonym for those two words. So what I'm asking you is it the case that it's likely that the one we haven't gotten you to say no on is it the case it's likely for the zygote to have rationality? Because currently your argument would mean that it's not a human. So why is it the case the zygote is likely to have rationality?
So this guy's just already not tracking. So I already told you multiple times, this is a category where you're conflating the zygote itself to actually being part of its sort. I'm gonna explain this to you one more time, and if you don't track, we can just conclude because you're already not tracking, so it's like really bad. But basically, I already told you it's of a sort. And the sort is of a it's of a loop because you didn't digest what the fuck I said the first time. You're a retard. So I'll repeat it again. I said that's what I said. I said loop. Then fuck, you're not digesting simples. I said loop. Holy fucking shit! Wait, so the second time I said that, you corrected the first time I said you fucking retard. Anyways, I'm gonna continue on. So as I was saying, the human is the broader sort, which is the thing that we ascribe, we're actually looking at when we say should. That's the thing we're looking at, which explains our intuitions towards still identifying or diagnosing disabled people that lack rationality to still be considered persons because they're the sort of thing that should be expected, not should be expected, but expected to have rationality. So even if they themselves lack rationality, just because it's of their norm to have this. Like, for example, if I have some sort of diagnostic trait, how is that a question, Beg? What the fuck?
Because you're arguing that it's the case that they are people, right? You're now using the word human in place of people. But
okay, I can explain.
Can you stop spazzing genuinely?
Go ahead, retard.
So when you say human, are you talking about the species, yes or no?
Yep.
And are you using Ernst Mars species concept or some other one?
Sorry, what concept of species?
Yep, which species concept are you using? Ernst Mars or some other one?
Just general, colloquial, pragmatic usages of species.
So Ernst Mars.
I don't know what that is. I'm not commit to that.
That's the mainstream. That's the mainstream species concept.
No, you can claim that.
Sexually reproducing species.
I'm going to explain something very quickly. You can claim that that's the general norm, but I don't have to agree to that because maybe you can have some embedded claims within that I disagree with.
You said it was the general norm, right? I'm asking you.
You're not even listening to what I'm saying.
If that's not the general norm, what is the one you're using? Just describe it.
You're not tracking again. So I'm going to explain again. I already told you that if you're going to say
this shit, you just doing that.
Sinthe, the reason why I'm doing this is because you're generally not absorbing what the fuck I'm saying. So I'm trying to be genuine to you, right? I'm trying to explain to you what the fuck's going on. Everyone thinks you're losing, dumb fuck. So I'm going to explain it again.
Nobody thinks this. Nobody thinks this.
That's why everyone in chat is saying that, retard. You're actually retarded as fuck.
I see the chat shitting on you. Maybe
this explains why you think you're winning debate is because you're this delusional that even when someone in chat is verbatim saying they're losing, you still end up thinking that you're winning. Which lets me understand that you're valuing you win this debate. Because this guy's delusional. So I'm going to respond to the argument. I already told you just some general things, and I can actually just give you like some sort of like short or extensive definition as to what I mean by species. I'm just gonna give you the relevant. Oh my god,
debate people who argue about
it's really ironic. It's really fucking ironic to say that. Really fucking ironic. Wait, so how are you losing to a debater that debates cartoon all day? How are you going to say that about a person that debates cartoons all day? You're losing to a fucking IRO debate, you fucking retard. Someone explain again. No one thinks this. No one thinks about you. You're fucking delusional shit. So I'm explaining again. I'm explaining again. It's the relevant material. I'm explaining to you. Hold on.
You're clearly very upset.
Hold on, retard. I'm gonna give you the. I'm gonna relax. Okay, we're gonna relax, guys. We're gonna relax so that Sinthe doesn't have. Yeah. Just so you don't stim out, we're gonna relax for you, okay? So I'm gonna give you the argument very clearly. So the only things that So the only thing that I'm really talking about when I say species is just one thing, which is diagnostic traits and variable traits. So all I'm trying to say, and the thing that's only relevant to my argument, is that we can understand that even when a thing of a species lacks some sort of diagnostic trait, they can still be diagnosed to be that thing because we understand that based on the norms, they would have this thing or they should have this thing. So like, for example, if I was to give you the diagnostic trait of a turtle, it'd be one of them would be that it has a shell. You're retarded. This is based on the intuition. There's another point just sipping forward that is circular. Hold on, retard. So even if I was to
just say a rock
relax,
you're interrupting me.
You're interrupting me.
Can I just say all the same things you said about a zygote, but for a rock?
Yeah, prove the rock has the same sort of thing. Is the same, or is a human? What the fuck? That's conflation.
You haven't proven that for a zygote yet.
Stop. You're being retarded. So I'm explaining it again. So even if someone was to lose a show, even if the turtle was to lose a show, would still diagnose it to be a turtle, even if it lacks that diagnostic trait. So there's something you said before that I was being circular. You just didn't even understand the argument. I'm saying that people. I'm saying that people typically ascribe or identify disabled people to be persons. When you said that it's question begging because I'm already presupposing that they are that thing, all I'm trying to do there is to say that if you disagree with this, your position is going to lead to absurdities and people are going to be demotivated from your stance, which is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to motivate people towards my position. So if they understand the contrary position, retard. So
oh
people
God.
lack retard.
This makes you look terrible, right?
You're retarded as fuck. So what I'm going to say again, I'm going to say this again, retard. I'm going to say this again, retard. So when you say that I'm going circular because retard, oh my god, so people will be motivated towards my position because
genuinely, is it just supposed to be filling out the dead air? Do you think it's
relax? Are you this bad at tracking to understand why everything I'm saying is substantive towards the conversation?
God, this is so stupid.
Okay, yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna explain it again. I'm gonna explain the last thing I was gonna say really quickly. People are gonna be motivated towards my position because of
Nobody's
motivated. Because you can think that, but it's just going to be clear when I break out my arguments. But yeah,
you don't want to see the polls anymore because in your own server the polls are flipped against you. The server where you spend all your time, your home server.
I'm winning the polls right now. I'm winning the polls right now.
What does that say?
I'm winning the polls right now, retard. I'm literally. That's not even true. Delusion is fuck. I'm 9-4. I'm 9-4 in that poll, retard. But I'm going to explain it again.
No, you're not. Yeah. Look.
Wait, Sinthe. I understand you.
Tell me you're winning the polls again.
Every single time, I can say that every single time because every single time a poll comes out, I win. I'm 6-0 in polls right now. You fucking retard.
You're 6-3 right now. In my favor. 6-3 in my favor.
That's not true. I'm 6-0. I'm 9-0 in a poll. You didn't fucking destroy. You're terrible.
12-0.
12-0. Holy fucking shit. You're this delusional. Wait, I understand that the reason I do this is because when people look at recording, they're going to think they actually won the poll. They're getting terrified. Yeah, I'm already giving the argument right now. So I'm going to say it again. People are going to be motivated towards my position because they're demotivated towards the contrary position. So I need to allow that really quickly. You also then ended up conflating the thing with rocks. So the thing that makes me believe that zygotes are humans.
I asked you what's the difference.
No, oh my god. No, when I say with rocks, you're retarded. I'm not saying you conflated the rocks. I'm saying within the example that talked about rocks, you conflated what I meant by person and human. So when I say human, the reason why we take zygotes to be humans is because literally in every single scientific literature, or most or majority of scientific literatures, they consider zygote or a fetus to be human.
Your argument is just irrelevant. Your argument about humans is irrelevant.
Oh my god! So I'm saying you're retarded. No. The human doesn't have to be identical to the person. The reason why we consider humans to be persons is based on the traits the humans have that we'd use to identify them to be persons. So even some sort of alien can be still considered the person if they have rationality, or if they're the sort of thing that should have rationality. So I'm explaining the argument to you again, and this time hopefully you can understand. Wait. So what's the okay? I'm gonna make the positions clear one more time, then we can conclude because you haven't responded to one single time.
Okay, let me know you're done.
Yeah. So basically, when I say that a zygote or a fetus is the sort of thing that should have rationality, I'm saying this is the sort of thing. So just based on a human, but we understand that the fetus itself is in a faulty state that's predisposed to not have rationality. The same way that a disabled person is in this exact same circumstance. They lack rationality themselves, but we understand the sort of thing they should have rationality, right? Like we'd expect a human to have this, but they're out of the norm. That's the difference. So we have a norm which is a human, and the norm is going to be the human. But we have a human, and within the humans they have norms, and the norms that they have rationality. But even when they're outside of that norm, we still end up identifying these things.
You keep
considered persons. That's completely fine. He's gonna be here this entire time, and then he's gonna end up responding after. Because he wants to have an excuse of this debate when he realizes he didn't track a single fucking thing said, which, by the way, we can probably conclude soon after this. But basically, even if something is outside of that norm, which is rationality, we still end up identifying this thing to be considered the person just because it's something that has this norm, or its broader traits or broader species has this norm. So the fetus, which is in every single scientific literature considered the human, its norm of a human is to have rationality, but itself lacks this sort of feature. But even then, we still end up gonna be identifying it to be considered the person. Going? The same with the disabled person is gonna be. And then another thing, and then I'm gonna give you the additional motivation, and after give this additional motivation, we can conclude after this. I
can take bathroom breaks for your yap sessions.
I'm gonna conclude after this. Retard.
Finish up.
Yeah. So another thing, by the way, only if you don't respond, but you haven't been responding this whole time. But yeah, so the additional thing after this is just that it also excludes things. So like we understand that an animal isn't the sort of thing that should have rationality, and we end up excluding them things to be considered persons. So the motivation for the view is just general intuitions. People generally have intuitions towards believing that animals are persons. They end up having intuitions towards believing that disabled people are persons. So when we have this, that just ends up giving an argument for the view that our intuitions typically align with this. So what best explains our intuitions is this view, and then as a consequence of this view is that it'll end up identifying fetus to be persons.
Come on, bro. Holy shit. Fucking end it. Pinch that sentence off. Thank fucking God. What a yap sesh. Okay, so look, Hermes, I'm gonna ask you the same question again. Because you've given different answers now. You want to move off the initial position. Very simply, right? When you say that it's the case that a person is somebody who should have rational faculties, what does should mean there?
I already gave it to you.
Right, but your definition is when you no longer hold to.
You can think that, but I've not changed every single time in this
conversation. So I'm going to ask you, look, so
I didn't even stutter, that was a stammer retard. I stuttered as a repetition or involuntary repetition of a syllable.
Should have rationality, when you say a person is somebody who should have rationality, what does should mean there?
I already gave it to you.
Well, give it again, because you're saying you didn't change it.
Yeah, I understand the reason why I said it initially is because you understood you didn't track. So the reason, or what should means there, I already gave it to you actually.
There you go, you almost mistracked
that. It's expected. How did I almost do that?
Really it's quickly, expected, you said?
You're actually just retarded, if I couldn't even explain that. But yeah, prior, you wanted to like slip in something really quickly, which is that, oh, why can't I consider like a rock to be human? Well, we understand that in almost every single literature that it's not a human. And then in addition to that, we don't have intuitions towards identifying this thing to be human, or that they should have these things that are diagnostic traits that would be used to diagnose them as human, which is distinct from saying, like, for example, a retard. Yeah, we have intuitions towards believing that they should have this thing, unlike a rock. So it's just gonna be intuition based. And then, which probably wasn't even actually material to the argument, because the argument was based on personhood, not humans. You fucking moron.
It's really funny. Yeah, it's strange, actually. Yeah, you did bring up humans, even though it's irrelevant to your argument. I'm glad you spun
it's actually relevant.
Like 10 minutes after I did. Good job. So look, so listen to what I'm saying. Don't spaz out again. I let you talk for like an hour at this point. So his argument, his answer to my question was that a person is, as in something that should be rational, means that it's something that's expected to be rational. Now I'm going to ask him again. Okay, is it the case that a zygote is expected to be rational? Yes or no? You said no earlier.
That's like mistrack number 405. What the fuck?
Is that a yes or no to the question, retard?
We can probably conclude off this because you failed to mistrack up to 15 times. I don't know why you call me a retard, even though you failed to absorb any piece of fucking material I've had.
Is that a yes or no to the question, retard? Is that a yes or no?
You Jenny, like, probably like, holy fuck. Like,
genuinely, do you think even your own friends in the server, do you think they're actually convinced when you pretend that you don't know how to answer?
I understand when you say, I know how to do it, but I think that's not relevant.
Yes or no, retard?
By the way, I am answering it, retard.
Is it yes or no?
I don't have to answer the yes or no. But anyways, I'm gonna explain again.
Question, retard.
I'm gonna explain again really quickly. I literally just trying to respond to this rhetorical jab because it's actually just really fucking pathetic.
Yes or no?
It's very, very pathetic. This is in 2024. Wait, Sinthe, this is in 2024. People gain brains. Wait, hold on, Sinthe. People gain brains. Wait, hold on, retard. People gain brains in the community. They understand you asking the same yes or no question isn't being conducive towards the action of the community.
Time for the main event. Okay, so look, you're gonna go ahead and listen closely here. I want you to understand. The question is just simply yes or no.
Why do you sound like
zygotes? Are they expected? Zygotes. Are they expected?
Why do you sound like that one nigga from Invincible?
Zygote.
Why do you sound like that one nigga from Invincible? Yo, Piccolo, he does have auto-tune. What the fuck? He's that insecure about his own voice. He has auto-tune. Anyways, I'm explaining the thing again.
Back on. The auto-tune.
What the fuck is that?
So look, are you the guy from Invincible? Are they expected to be rational? Yes or no?
That question's inconsequential. But yeah, I'm gonna explain again.
Obviously, look, if it's inconsequential, would you grant me no, they're not?
When I say no, I don't know why it being inconsequential would mean that I grant to no.
Because it's very
no. The reason I don't grant to no is because maybe under some like almost impossible world, you're retarded. Yes, I can say no. I can say no. I can say retard. Anyways,
yes or no?
This guy's retarded as fuck.
Zygotes are expected to be
rational. This guy's terrified. This guy's terrified. This guy's terrified. This guy's terrified.
Zygote is expected to be rational. Yeah, the guy is terrified. Yeah, you are terrified. I agree. You're terrified.
This guy's terrified. No, I said, why would I say this guy? It's obviously
the question.
It's obviously gonna be diagnosing you, fucking moron.
You're saying who got two
faces? You're a retard.
You're pointing at yourself. You're terrified. You're terrified. So yes or no? Is it the case that a zygote is expected to be rational?
Yo, retard, you better not be biased up. This thing is like actually terrible. Anyways,
yes.
Yeah, for the recording, Wilson, don't be biased. Yo, Wilson, don't be biased after this. Yo, Wilson, watch this.
He's trying to
like. This is a good fucking
Mike Max, but he doesn't have the beautiful auto tune. So go ahead and try your best to answer
my
question.
You are so ass.
You are so ass. You can't understand what I'm saying.
You are so ass. You are so ass.
Goes quiet.
This isn't 2024. People have 40 IQs. They believe that just asking the question over and over again is up to be appealing. People have seen that in this debate, you didn't actually understand the argument. You fucking moron. People in this argument understand that. No, I shouldn't. Give me the argument for that. Give me the argument for that. Give me the argument for that. Give me the argument that because inconsequential, I should
answer. When you're done yapping, I'm gonna lay out an argument, and then any of your retarded friends who think that you're doing okay can come defend you afterwards.
I bet. Anyways, I don't see the sort of argument that because inconsequential that I should grant it to you. I see no reason for that. And by the way, just to be clear for the rock thing, the reason why I said it's immaterial, or that it wasn't immaterial to my argument, is distinct from saying that the actual rock example is material. So I could say that a human is material to the conversation because that defines the sort. But you saying a rock being a human is immaterial to the conversation because that's not the point in that particular sentence within that particular part of the argument, which is just that we're trying to define what it is to be a person. You fucking retard. That's why I said it's inconsequential. You fucking moron. And then that's literally all I wanted to say. When you say actually no, I'll just be clear now. I'll answer the question for you, not the way you want, because people like you, they can't track. The only thing they can do is take in 3-letter fucking answers because it's generally fucking bad. Like it's terrible.
It would actually be 2 letters, retard, but try again.
Wait, retard, when I say 3? Wait, holy fuck. Holy fuck, it's actually bad. That's actually so bad. Yo, that's actually really so ass. You are so ass.
Give me the 2-letter answer.
You are so ass. No, I said it's exclusive. I said exclusive to a 3-letter answer. Exclusive. Prove that. I already gave it for why I am. I already gave argument as to why I am.
So sad.
Fuck. I said you can't get beyond a 3-letter. Yeah, I'll tell you when. So I said you couldn't get an answer beyond 3 letters, which is distinct from saying you can only get an answer that's 3 letters. You fucking retard. So wait. So you didn't track the initial answer? Wait. So when you look in the recording and you see you didn't track the initial answer, we're gonna understand you just didn't track that. You fucking moron. So it's actually hilarious. It's actually hilarious. The reason why I'm actually shocked. I'm genuinely shocked. I'm genuinely shocked to this bad. Do you want to conclude?
No, I'm not done.
Well, it seems like you're not even absorbing the argument. I've already restated the argument to you multiple times. Already exposed the argument to you multiple times. You didn't track a single time. You're fucking terrific. You're terrible.
I'm not even breathing hard. So look. So I'm gonna ask you this question. Okay. I'm gonna give you an argument. You tell me which premise you deny or which premise you're skeptical of. Premise 1. Mm-hmm. If it's the case that an instance of abortion is not killing a person, then it's not wrong. Premise 2. Zygotes are not expected to be rational. Premise 3. If something is not expected to be rational, then it's not a person. Conclusion: killing zygotes is not wrong.
I could literally conclude right now you lose because that was probably the worst reiteration of what I just said. You can't.
That wasn't a reiteration of what you said. That was
no
an argument.
Oh, Sinthe, you're retarded.
I'm giving you an informal argument. I just want you to tell me 1, 2, or 3 which you deny.
I'm gonna let you finish really quickly.
1, 2, or 3. You deny one of those.
So the reason why I said that, why you said it was a bad reiteration of what I said, is because part of your argument was to reiterate what I said in order to argue against it. Are you going to respond to that really quickly? Go ahead.
Go ahead and answer me.
Yo, this thing is terrible. Anyways. Yes, I disagree with premise 1. I disagree with... Wait, what was premise 2? Is that another person...
Premise 1? Can you recite the premise you're disagreeing with?
Yeah, so the premise that I disagree with is that killing something that isn't a person isn't immoral. Something along those lines is paraphrasing.
No, almost.
That's just paraphrasing. That's why I said it's
your argument. So I want to make sure I'm understanding here. You said abortion is wrong.
I recapitulated everything relevant to the argument.
And also, then I asked you. I just gave you the contrapositive of that, and you denied it. You denied the contrapositive of a quote you said.
That wasn't a contrapositive. It was an inverse. You fucking moron.
It was a
no, it wasn't. It wasn't a contrapositive. You're fucking retarded. It was contrapositive. No. You're retarded.
Killing a person.
That would only work if my statement was only if. That would only work if my statement was only if. That would only work if my statement was only if.
Contrapositives aren't for if-ifs. Nope. Contrapositives aren't for if and only ifs.
Oh my god! I just said
contrapositives also apply to P implies Q. The contrapositive P implies Q is what?
So I can literally say in positions where someone isn't a person, they can still be considered immoral.
Q is what?
You're retarded as fuck. So the contrapositive, I can give it to you right now. So the contrapositive of if P, then Q, then the contrapositive would be if. If not Q, then not P.
There we go. He had to look it up.
Yeah. No. Wait. How did I look it up that quick? That's hilarious as fuck. Wait. Hold on, retard. Well, hold on, retard. Firstly, saying sorry isn't apologetic in all. Wait, saying sorry isn't apologetic in all circumstances. Saying sorry isn't apologetic in all circumstances. Yeah, I can say sorry as sorry. I could be expressing some sort of condition about yourself and saying that the situation is sorry because you're terrible at debating. You fucking retard. No, I don't see that because the statement. No. No, the contrapositive of that statement. No, I'll actually give the contrapositive of the statement that I gave. The initial statement I said is that if this person, so if something is a person, then it's immoral to kill them. The actual contraposition in that argument would be that if it's not immoral, then it wouldn't be a person. You fucking retard. You don't understand even basic prop logic. You're a fucking lob. You're actually a retard. Yo, this thing is actually terrible. What the fuck? I just gave the actual contrapositive. Are you that terrified of actually engaging in that? Wait, if it's actually true, given that I actually just read it off of Google right now, how is I able to absorb the information of how a contrapositive is actually meant to be formalized better than you by just reading it right now, as opposed to reading it? Go ahead and explain why. Explain. Prove that. Go ahead and prove that.
You said that you think abortion is wrong because it's killing a person.
This nigga's terrible.
If abortion was not killing a person, would it be wrong?
This nigga's terrible. Anyways, I already explained. There could be other circumstances. There could be other circumstances. And do you want me to answer the question?
Okay, go ahead. A question. Can you answer those questions directly?
Yeah, I'm about to answer. Yeah. So when you say directly, it could be a direct answer in the sense that I'm saying it directly back to you. I don't know what you mean by direct, but I don't have to give you yes or no. But yeah, I'm just gonna say again really quickly.
A single question here.
I'm literally about wait, hold on. Wait. Do you know the answer is? Do you know the answer is? And the answer is a reactionary statement. My statement there was a reactionary statement you just gave. So analytically, yes, it is an answer. You fucking retard.
Reactionary statement.
Yeah, exactly. It means whoa. Yes, it is. You don't fucking answer a response. A response is a reaction.
Because if somebody shits themselves when I ask them a question, that's a reactionary action, right?
Prove I shit myself then, retard.
Answer. Are you retarded? I don't think you're getting the point. If somebody starts making noises, have they answered your question?
No, because this is not a statement, you fucking retard.
If somebody states some other random fun fact, would it be answering your question?
Yes, it would be. Analytically, it would, you fucking retard. Yes, it's analytically would be. With the definition check. An answer is a spoken/written response to a question. What's a response? It's a reaction to a statement. You fucking moron. Holy shit, you're dumb as fuck. It's so silly. The actual analytical criteria, what it is, understand the definition is silly.
Just because you've given a statement in response to it. So if somebody asks you, you're
just begging a question.
Excuse me.
You're just repeating yourself.
I don't think you know what begging the question is. If it's
begging a question is just presupposing a claim within the premise for the claim.
That's not what begging the question is. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, why is that?
This is the entry-level folk understanding of it, because what you have is just to be clear here. I want to make sure that you're understanding what you just said. You said that if one of the premises includes the conclusion, that begs the question. So modus ponens begs the question?
No. Because it doesn't actually have a conclusion. It doesn't have a conclusion.
In the implication?
No, because when I say conclusion, the conclusion wouldn't just be... Yeah, this is actually really fucking bad. What the fuck was that? So just saying Q itself as in a variable... Wait, hold on. The conclusion is Q in isolation. The conclusion is Q in isolation. The conclusion is Q in isolation.
Q in isolation is inside of P implies Q.
No, it's not inside of it because isolation is rejecting the P.
Q itself is in P implies Q.
Well, hold on, wait. Let me know if I'm louder than. Am I louder than? I'm gonna avoid everything he says while I'm speaking right now. But yeah, is there anything louder? Am I louder than? Can you hear me?
This is the
I'm just gonna repeat this fucking retard control myself. So I literally said the conclusion is Q in isolation. This guy said Q in isolation is part of the condition. If it was part of the condition wouldn't exist because it's an isolation. That'd be exclusive of everything else being linked towards the conclusion itself. You fucking retard. It's gonna be Q. So obviously, when I say the conclusion is Q in isolation, it can't have additional variables, which is gonna be if P then Q. If P and then you fucking moron. It's obviously gonna be the conclusion itself because the conclusion is just Q in isolation. You fucking moron. You are dumb as fuck. You're an actual lop. You don't understand shit. What you've been talking about. You said you've been debating for 2021. You've been reading on this. Yeah, I think you're a fucking retard. I'm not upset. The reason why I'm acting like this is just an expression of how fucking shocked I am. How fucking asshole you're a lot. You've been debating for like 14 fucking years. You've been reading this for years, and you still this terrible. Anyways, I'm just gonna repeat the point one more time. There could be other circumstances in which something could be an immoral action, even if it isn't a person. You're actually fucking terrible there. But yeah, we can conclude.
If somebody asks you if the Earth is flat and you say you're gay, is that an answer?
I already explained this. Want to conclude?
Is that an answer? Yes or no?
It's an uninformative answer, but yes, it's an answer based on the analytical criteria given by a standard definition.
You answer my question, you'd be like, actually, I did, because I said a statement. Gotcha.
No, it actually isn't what I said. I said it'll be reactionary statements. It's just a statement that's non-reactionary towards your statement. Wouldn't be.
You think it'd be an answer? You think they would have answered your question?
Answer. You're generally terrible at tracking.
You think if somebody just calls you gay in response to your fucking question, then they made a statement, so they're giving you an answer?
You think like this is again just like really shitty intuition pumps because you realize you get fucking slammed on the actual analytical criteria of what an answer is. Yes, analytically, yes, it would be considered an answer.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you an example of an argument. You're gonna tell me if it's begging the question. Are you ready?
This is irrelevant.
God. So the argument
is everything said I was speaking, by the way.
If it's the case that I'm justified in believing X and it's true, then it's the case that X is true. Premise 2, I'm justified in believing X and it's true.
This is completely immaterial to the conversation.
Is that form of argument question begging for the claim?
Completely immaterial to the conversation of the argument, like holy fuck.
Yes.
Completely immaterial to the conversation. Completely immaterial to the conversation.
Yes or no?
You want to conclude?
The answer is obviously that's the kind of thing that begs the question.
Let's conclude.
But in your account, what begging the question is, it wouldn't be, which is why you're wrong. So what I'm going to do is, you want to give your closing statement then?
By the way, what I was giving was sufficient, not necessary. That was really bad. You want to
give your closing statement?
Yeah, for the so really quickly, when I say the begging the question shit, that was sufficient, not necessary. But anyways,
I want to make sure we're doing this in a way that's going to be fair. I'm going to go ahead and set a timer. I'm going to set a timer here.
We can conclude.
As long as you... Yeah, we can conclude if you want. I'm going to set the timer for as long as you want to give your closing statement, you can. Then when it's my turn, if I don't interrupt you, you don't interrupt me. Deal?
I don't want to give a closing.
Oh, okay. I do. So what I'm going to say here is the closing statement of Hermes. Hermes' disgusting, pathetic attempt at losing this debate on purpose for some reason. He said that abortion is wrong because it's killing a person. He also said a person is something that should be rational. And I asked him, what do you mean by should be there? And he says that it means that it's expected, and then he gave a couple of other synonyms of expected. At the last time that I asked him should, he just gave expected. He didn't give any other synonyms anymore. So a person, in his definition, is something that is expected to be rational. That's his account. A zygote is something he said is not expected to be rational. And thus, by his own definition, a zygote's not a person. And so his argument for why abortion is wrong, because it's killing a person, does not apply to killing zygotes. This is an argument so simple that every single member of the audience, even Hermes' most dumb, brain-damaged friend, should be able to follow along with. Nobody was tricked by your dogshit rhetoric, Hermes. That was easy.
Anyways, yeah, man, Sinthe, that's really fun conversation. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Wait, let me put my mic down. Hold on, my bad. Gizbob, Copycat Ninja, Infinity, Theoretical Toxic, Apollo. Who else? Who else did I debate that I think is better than you? Godly, Loki, Yo, Loki, Godly's better than this nigga. I'm not gonna lie. Yo, Loki, Godly's better than this nigga.
I understand you're upset or whatever. Can I move on to Apollo now? You done?
Yeah, you can go to Apollo. Yeah.
Alright, just hop out.
Anyways, yeah, see you, man.
Bye.
See you, man.